Time tracking can seem like a pain, but whether you're an independent freelancer or a multinational organization, keeping an eye on how much time is spent on tasks is vital to understanding the health and productivity of your work. Timepot is a comprehensive, powerful time tracking platform that is not only intuitive and super easy to use, but it can give you a broad range of important data at a glance, even for large companies across multiple projects and employees. Let's quickly show you some of its features. For this demo, let us suppose that we're a very large ad agency that deals with dozens of clients every year. They come and go, projects often get canceled in midstream, and often new clients approach us from out of nowhere with an offer we can't refuse. We've got over 40 employees, from secretaries to graphic designers to filmmakers and editors. These are not only full-time employees, but part-time as well, and we often hire freelancers for specialized tasks. Pretty overwhelming, no? Well, let's see how Timepot can handle this kind of a fluid, sprawling work environment. We'll start by adding all of the users we'd like to track time on. Just click Invite, enter in their email address, and they'll receive an invitation by email with a simple confirmation. From here, they can add their profile pics. Admins can grant admin access for a user, and here they can add or edit their hourly rate. And by clicking History, you'll see the history of that user's hourly rate. And you can deactivate a user here. Now we'll come to the Projects tab, where we can add as many projects as we like. In our case, since we're an ad agency, we'll have a project for each of our different clients. So let's say that Watson Electric just came to us and would like us to make 3 commercials for them this year. So we'll start a project called Watson Electric. We can edit the name or color at any time. And we can select whether this project is paid hourly, monthly, or if it has a fixed price. In this case, let's say that we're charging our client a flat rate. They made a deal with us, a package price for all 3 commercials we're going to make. And we expect this project to take up 2,400 work hours among 20 of our employees. And let's say that 2 of these projects that we have here are done. Our agency has finished contracts with those clients and won't be working for them for the foreseeable future. So we'll archive them here. All of the data will be saved, and we can restore them at any time. We can have as many projects as we like. And once they're all set up, we can start tracking time. We'll come back to the calendar, and any projects or tasks that have been active in the last 5 days will show up here in your new calendar week. For new users, there's obviously not going to be anything here yet, but adding projects or tasks to the calendar is simple. There's the Watson Electric ad, and for this, I'll be brainstorming ideas with the client. So I'll add that task and start tracking time by clicking the Start button to track in real time. I can click Delete to remove the last logged session, or click Stop at any time. Or you can easily enter in time manually. For instance, I'll add 20 minutes to this meeting, since this is a daily activity that all employees participate in. Then later in the day, I'll track time when we start doing market research. And towards the end of the day, I'll track our time for an internal meeting. And so on, you get the idea. Again, once you add a task and track time, if it's been active in the last 5 days, it will show up automatically in your calendar here. Or you can easily search for it here. And here we can see how much time was tracked each day and for the overall week. Admins of the system can come to users and access the time pod of any specific user registered in the system, and add them to certain projects, create tasks, manually add or subtract logged time, and so on. You can also easily add personal holidays to the schedule. We'll just come to the Holidays tab, select the dates in question by simply holding down your left mouse button and dragging the cursor over the dates, and add. When we come back to our calendar view, we see that those days have been marked as holidays. Furthermore, admins can also click on certain users, or all of them, to get an instant overview of holidays for the entire organization. This can come in very handy if we're planning on organizing a team building session, for instance, and we want all of our employees to attend. Now let's come to reports. Here we can filter by project, by user, by the name of a task, or by a certain time frame. And we can easily clear those filters. In our case, let's have a look at how much time we've spent on meetings. We can have a glance at this monthly graph. We can look at each individual task and see how much time was devoted to it and how many participants it had. Or in the Projects tab, we can get a quick visual representation of which project contains the most meeting time. And we can see this as a pie graph or a bar graph. And the same for users. We can see who is attending the most meetings or whatever your search criteria is. And with just one click, you can export this report to a CSV file or to a PDF. And in the Finances tab, you can get a snapshot of all your expected income and expenses. Your income is based on how many hours were devoted to a certain project or client multiplied by the rate you set or the flat rate you charge them. And expenses are based on your employees' logged work hours according to their wage rates. This gives you a clear picture about the overall health of your business and which projects are more lucrative or most costly. This graph represents your total balance after expenses have been deducted from your income. You can also click on a particular month to see results for that month. And you can filter the financial snapshot by project, by user. You can include or exclude holiday costs, or filter by a certain time frame. So as you can see, Timepot is incredibly flexible to fit the needs of almost any organization, and it's very user-friendly to operate. In addition to easily tracking time for any task, no matter how small or large, it will also give you a clear view of the inefficiencies in the workplace. It will help you improve your ability to estimate costs, and give you a clear picture of how your business is developing. And that's it. If you need to review Timepot's features again, feel free to come here to take a brief tour. And if you have any comments on what you think about Timepot, please let us know. We'd love to hear them.